this one. We got David Honig's New York Mets. So if you ever ask me to be a Mets fan again, I'm going to drive. I know where you live, brother. I know the town you live in. I'm going to find you for lunch one day. I'm going to have to yell at you because you know this guy is never going to be a Mets fan. Pitching for David's Mets is Sean Manaea. Manaea's 1-1 with a 2.19 ERA and a 0.97 whip. Don't get too excited. Small sample size. He's only pitched in 12 innings this year. On the other side, is it Bergert or Berger? I don't know. Ryan Berger is more fun to say, so we're going to call him Ryan Berger. Berger is 1-0 with a 2.84 ERA and a 1.14 whip. Yet again, like I said with Manaea, relax. Small sample size. Only 31 innings this year.
Guess where he's from, and I promise you that's probably not how you say his last name.
North Carolina.
No, you're kind of close.
South Carolina.
Go more north.
Canton, Ohio. I Googled it.
No, that's not where he's from.
Born in Canton, Ohio. Went to Glen High School.
He went Canton, Ohio. College. He went to college in actually West Virginia. Sorry.
Yeah, no, he's an Ohio boy. He could be a Berger.
Yeah,
he could be
sorry.
a
Berger. Sorry.
And back to this game. JD, we got the Mets. We got the Padres. Last night was fucking crazy. The umpires purposely ejected Juan Soto. I don't know if anyone's seen that out there. If you did, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He didn't let Soto swing the bat. He kept calling strikes that were not strikes, and he baited Soto into getting ejected last night. First of all, you see the jersey. You see it, right? I will never back Juan Soto. I am not a Juan Soto guy. The umpires so tried fucking Juan Soto last night with everything he did, his little antics, and it made me scream at the television. God, we need replay so badly. I want to see them do this thing, get the challenge in there, and get the calls correctly because the umpires have so much influence on these games that I think ABS is going to fix tremendously next year. But back to the spot, JD. Bounce back, big game. Who do you got?
And speaking of that, as far as I think they have that in place actually next year. I think they.
No, yeah, it is. It's back next year. No, they already did. They agree. It starts next year. ABS is in.
Right. But you know baseball though. They do some funny shit.
They could change their mind at any moment, but they can't get out of this one. They did it all spring training and the minors are doing it. It's definitely going to be in the majors next year.
So because I think it was last night's game. There was it was the Dodgers Reds game. There was 17 missed calls that went for the Dodgers.
I wonder which team was going to get favored there.
Right, that all went their way. It's stuff like that in some games where it's like, damn, okay, no, you just can't be doing that.
Yep.
But anyway, man, this is a game I don't have a lot on. I just know that you seem to have a good read actually on these teams. Right now, like you were talking about, as far as for the Mets, Sean's on the mound. His sample size is small, but he's been pitching really well, man.
I'm not going to lie, JD. I'm a Manaea guy. I think he's a very good pitcher.
I believe he's going to 1 run in actually each start. He has a whip of under 1 at actually 0.97.
He's been good.
He has. And then on the other side, Ryan Bergert or Berger or however you want to say his name, I'm really not sure. He, I think, is one of those guys that is better from the bullpen. And he's not, when he's a starter, he's not somebody I'm wanting to really back.
I got bad news, JD. I did Google the pronunciation of Bergert, and it is Bergert.
It is Bergert. Okay.
What they're telling me here is you pronounce it BER-GRT. Bergert. Got it.
Bergert.
Whatever. He's Berger. Fuck it. He's Berger. It's way cooler.
Berger is fun. It's just funny though. Guys, in this game, just by the model numbers, I do have the Mets favored here. Just a little bit more by actually what they are. It's definitely not a big edge. But if I had to play it, I would definitely have to play the Mets side. The Mets bullpen is one of those I still don't really trust. But if I had to play it, maybe even a Mets first 5. I have not looked at that price. But if it's anything close to the full game price, I would much rather go with actually Mets on the first 5 there.
I'm pulling it up here. First 5 money line Mets are minus 155. They agree with you.
I'm about to say books see what I'm seeing.
Yep.
So no, and actually that price difference, I actually would go full game and just kind of risk the bullpen.
I am on the full game. I am on the Mets on the money line, minus 125 for the full game. We took the over last night. We cashed it. The Mets are going to come into this game pissed. They are going to come into this game pissed. They feel that they were cheated last night and screwed it. And it's hard to argue when you watch the facts how that game played out last night with the umpiring, with the calls, with the decisions, with their manager getting ejected, with Juan Soto getting ejected. Everything that could have went wrong basically went wrong, and they still battled and kept it a one-run game. They're going to have Mendy on the bench again tonight. I think the Mets have a big performance. David, don't get that twisted, as I like the Mets, because I fucking don't. But I enjoy betting on the Mets this year. I do think they have a very good team, and there are spots I think you can get a ton of value on the Mets, and tonight is one of those spots. Burgert, whatever the fuck you want to call him. He's not bad. He's all right. But Manaea is the real deal. I know he's coming off injury, but to me, Manaea is a top-tier pitcher. I'm not saying he's a top 10, top 15, even a top 20. But in terms of a low-tier P1, starting pitcher 1, or a high-tier starting pitcher 2, Manaea fits that role for me. You talk about Burgert, he's nowhere in the same category. Then you talk about the offenses, I think they're rather even in this game. I think the big advantage is for the Mets because the pitching advantage, and I do think they will have a big performance and the Mets will get it done. So the Mets on the money line is my official play, minus 125. JD, we've had a couple right in